Fiona Whitten from Oakville Crafts here, and here's another stamping and creating for you. This week I'm going to share another of a sneak peek from the upcoming January to April 2024 mini catalogue. If you could just bear with me for one moment, I just wanted to make sure that this is actually going out live, and it looks like it is, so that's good. Oh, come on. I think my husband's doing something upstairs, downloading something, but hey, never mind. Right, okay, yep. So it looks like I am going out live, which is the main thing. Sorry there was no stamping and creating last week. I came down with the dreaded COVID. First time I've ever had it. Can't say it was the most pleasant experience, and forgive me if I start coughing. I'm really going to do my best not to cough today, because that's been one of my main problems. But hey, anyway, I'm well enough now to actually do this. So today I have a sneak peek of the Notes of Nature bundle. This is part of the Nature Sweetness Suite that will be found in the January to April 2024 mini catalogue that goes live on the 4th of January. So not long now. Seeing as this is going live on the 4th of January, just to remind you that we are in the last week and a bit of the the current mini catalogue, which is the September to December 23 mini catalogue. And the last chance list has been live for a while now, and of course that will end on the 3rd of January. So if there's still stuff that you want from there, then you can check it out online in my online store even. Good grief, what am I going on about? In my online store, which you'll find at oakvillcrafts.stampinup.net. And that will take you directly to my online store within Stampin' Up, and you can then check on by just clicking on the retirement list and see what's still available. Things have been going out of stock quite rapidly, so it's always worth checking there. Anyway, so things that are coming up. So yes, it's 4th of January. So not only does the mini catalogue go live, but we'll also have Sale-A-Bration, and that will be solely for January and February. So it runs from the 4th of January to the 28th of February. And as in past years, for each £45 you spend, you can receive an item of your choice from the level 1 items. £90 gets you a level 2 item of your choice. So I can't show you all of those, but I have got, as I said, the Notes of Nature bundle. It's a cling stamp set. I'm just going to move some of these things out the way because I'll talk about them in a minute. It's a cling stamp set, which means it's red rubber. It comes with a set of dies as well, so you can buy them individually, or you can buy them, or you can purchase them as a bundle and save yourself the 10%. So it's there's 3 sentiments. And then there are a couple, there's 3 sort of backgrounds, and then 3 images. And then, as I said, excuse me, the dies look like this. What I've actually done is I've already die cut out some using all the dies. So these are all the dies. These are the 3 images that coordinate with the dice. So it's this one, that middle one there, and that one there on the right. So these 3 images here coordinate with the dies in the bundle. And then these are other dies within the bundle. So there's some some very, ranging from a very small up to a sort of slightly larger foliage. Be warned, this little one, the die has a habit, well certainly for me, has a habit of sort of going astray. So always double check before you put everything away, and if you can't find it, then check in your bin just to make sure you haven't thrown it away by mistake. So that's one that does have a habit of travelling because it's so small. We have a sort of a larger long vine, and then we have this piece here. So this is this long die here. Oops. This piece here. So you can use it as a background, or you can die cut it and have it as the top of your piece, and you'll notice that there's perforations going along here. So this isn't a solid like scored line, it's actually perforated. So you can simply just tear pieces apart. So it's kind of like a notebook. Some notebooks you'll find they've got perforated sides so that you can just easily rip out the page. So that was what I did with this piece here. And of course then you've also got the circles, the dots, that you can then use for confetti, or just use them then also for adding some additional elements to your card or project, whatever it is that you're working on. So that's the dies. So it says we have 3 that coordinates with stamps, and then the rest are you can use them as different things for backgrounds and making bunches of vines and stuff like that. So this was a card that I actually I have shared it on Facebook already a while ago, in fact. And it was one that I made for an Acorns challenge, which was a sketch challenge. So I see these 3 here are this piece, and this piece here is this that's been chopped up, and then I've just used some circles, a strip of paper actually, which is from Sale-A-Bration, and I'll show you that paper now. Excuse me. So the paper that I used for that particular card looks like this. And it's called Softly Stippled. Now it's actually designed to go with a stamp set that's in the mini catalogue called Stippled Roses. I don't have that stamp set. So here's it's 2 colourways. So we have Calypso Coral, Pebble Path, Wild Wheat, and then we've got Lost Lagoon, Pool Party, then we have these small little flowers, and then we've got the rose one. So this is one of the Sale-A-Bration papers. So it says free with a £45 spend. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 sheets. 5th sheet is more of a Wild Wheat. And 6th sheet is a Calypso Coral Roses. And then so that's the front of the papers, and then on the reverse sides we have sort of a brushed artwork effect. So we've got the Pebble Path, we've got the Wild Wheat, more of a Hessian. So again, Wild Wheat, Calypso Coral. Again, that's more of a sort of a background. more Hessian, and yeah, more Hessian. So those are the as I said, the stippled flowers papers that you'll get, that you can choose from Sale-A-Bration. Right, okay, and so that they are a £45 spend, and you can choose them for free. Okay, so I'm guessing really, it's sod's law, isn't it? The cough starts. A couple of other things that are part. Oh, excuse me. Just let me move away and get a drink quickly. Sorry about that. All right, a couple of other things that are part of the suite. So these are small cork. So they're called Adhesive-Backed cork rounds. So various sizes, and there are, trying to see now, 120 of them in 4mm and 5mm sizes. And then we have some faux gold leather trim, which is actually it's quite nice because it's sort of gold on both sides. So it means if you do tie it in a knot or a bow, you'll have gold facing you either way, which is a nice idea. Right, so that's just some from the suite. There are other things, and I will share those next week. So, card making. What am I going to do? I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible, to be honest. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to get my, let's see now, I think I'm going to do some Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to start off with some Lost Lagoon cardstock. So this is A4, and I'm going to cut it in half at 14 point, I actually use, it's 14.9 or 14.85, whichever you prefer to use, because it's 29.7 centimetres long. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to turn it, cut it, and then cut it on the long side, turn it, and then score it on the long side at 10.5 centimetres to create my base card. That's that. And then I'm going to grab a piece of this stippled flowers paper. Now I don't want to cover the whole of the card, but I do want to have just a smaller border going around. So I'm going to cut this at 10 by 14.4. Like that. Oh dear. You know, I haven't coughed and I haven't had a runny nose all day, and now it's started. Excuse me. For those of you who are watching this on recording, my apologies. Right, so we've now got a piece of, we've got a base card, we've got a piece of the Stippled Flowers paper. I need some basic white to go on the inside. So that is going to be 10 by 14.4. going to do all my cutting now, and then I know it's all done. Like so, that can go on the inside there. And then I also want, let's see, if I do it 8, that's 10, and that's 14 4, so that's 12 4. Hopefully that's kind of keeps it in. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Right. I think I'm just about finished with that trimmer now. Put that there. Put that down. Okay. Right. Now, what stamps am I going to use? And I thought, because these are stippled flowers, that would be quite nice to actually use this stippled background effect. So I'm going to use that one, which I already have on a block, and I think that will go up there quite nicely. Now I don't want that to be just one colour, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use some daubers, these little sponge daubers, and I'm going to use a mixture of Lost Lagoon, Pool Party and the Wild Wheat to actually colour my stamp. Here's that one. Wild Wheat, I know, I'm sure I had one. Let's just use those 3. So I'm going to start, actually, I'm going to start with my Pool Party. In fact, I'm actually just going to put that all over like that, because it's a much lighter colour than the others. And then I'm going to get my Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to dab some of this on here. It's very random. And then I want some Wild Wheat, and again a different sponge dauber, and again put it on the dauber and then just randomly. Now you're not going to get the same effect time and time again, because wherever you put your ink one time, it will not be going in the same place again the second time. So I'm just going to stamp that there, and we'll see what it looks like. There we go. So if you want to, if you're not too keen on it, then simply turn it over, clean the stamp first before you start applying ink again all over it. But I'm quite happy with that, so I'm just going to put that to one side. So there we have that. So we have that and that. And in fact, we could actually cut that down even more looking at it. And I think I might do that, just so that you see more of the paper. So I'm going to cut another centimetre off the side and a centimetre off the bottom, because I quite like the placement in that corner where it is. So that will then sit on here, and I'm going to put on an angle like so. drawing or die cutting some of the greenery, I think. So we could do this piece. We'll do a few of those. So I've got my, now shall we do Lost Lagoon and Wild Wheat? I think that will be quite nice. I didn't bring any of my scrap out, so I'm just going to quickly cut a couple of pieces. Because I've got my minis Stampin' cut machine, so it doesn't need to be too big to go through that. Now we only have one of these each dies. Would have been nice to have had two of each, but hey, oh look, I've already got one of those, so I don't need to worry about that maybe. So we're just I'm gonna cut two of these very quickly. Bring in my machine. So I've got my sandwich, so I've got my plate 1, my plate 2, then my cardstock, my die, and then I'm going to put another plate 2 on top and run that through the machine like that. It'll come out, and it's probably going to be stuck in there. Oh no, it's come out, that's quite good. And then I need another one. I should have done a Blue Peter job on this, and here's one I made earlier. Well, I've got one anyway. Let's see. Run that through again. So I hope you all had a good Christmas. I can't believe it's over for another year. It was my daughter's birthday, so I got to see her for a couple of minutes, but not for very long because I was still positive, so she didn't hang around. We kind of did a across the room sort of wavy hug thing. So here we go. I've got those two. I'm going to put these together. Like that. Now, I don't know. Let's see if this... I don't know that this will actually work. I think it might be just a little bit too thick to tie around it, which is a shame, but we'll try. Cut this so that I'm not trying to use too much, but the more you've got, the more it's likely to. You know what? I think the easiest thing on this is to simply tie it now before I actually put any of the other pieces in. So then I actually have it in place where I want it. Thread those through like so, and then carefully, she says, tie it slightly tighter, but not so tight that I'm going to actually pull everything apart. You don't want to go through the actual... yes, I quite like that. So that's that. And then the question is, do we want to put a sentiment on as well? think it might be worth putting it onto a onto something like that. So that, because I don't want to stamp it on the bottom there and find out that it's actually, I've gone all crooked and everything. So just a little note to say hello. And let's see, Lost Lagoon. Will it fit on there? No. It'll fit on there. So let's put that on here. And I could, and I might just do that, break it up, but I'm not too sure. Let's use my trimmer. Makes it easier than getting the big trimmer out. Alright, so I've cut this at an angle, so I just trim this and then cut that piece off at an angle, and I just want to, if you use this piece again on here, it should give you the same angle. Is that right? Yep, that way. So you just line it up top and bottom with the bottom, and then cut again. It will then give you exactly the same angle at that end. So we have that, we have this, and then let's go that way. And then, yep, right, okay. I think I've decided what I'm doing. So we're going to glue this piece directly to the card front. Try again. That's better. That's going to get put on here, directly on, like so. This is going to get put on here at an angle, and I think I'm going to glue that on rather than adding dimensionals to it. So that can go on there like that. This I want to, I think I want that to be straight though, and then that is going to go tucked. So I'm going to put that on, this on, with some dimensionals. I'm just going to use 3. I could even have it like that. So I can tuck. And also the fact that I haven't tied it too tight means I can play around with this and fan them out a bit more if I wanted to. So that could tuck under there like that. That's what I think I'm going to do. But I really just want to use some glue dots. I don't really want to be trying to put some other stuff, any glue on there. I don't think it'll work too well. So just tuck that under. Oops. Like so. Actually, that one, those might not need to be around there. Maybe I'll pull that out. So you can move them around till you're happy with it. And then let's put some of these little cork things on. So these are the cork adhesive-backed things. Let's put one up here. Let's put a big one up on somewhere. Go away here. So that's that. And then that just leaves the inside to do. And I'm going to just cut a strip of that paper. Actually, I should have a piece here that is already cut to the right length. But it looks like I've buried it, so I'm just going to... Yeah. If anyone saw this craft aftermath, my goodness, bit of a pickle. So I just need this to be long enough. I just cut this in half. 6 inches or just over 15 centimetres. I know that will definitely be long enough then to go on here. So that can get on there. Add that to the edge of the paper. Trim off the excess. Glue that inside. So that can go in there. Now I've got a strip still that's left, and so I can add that to the envelope. And I know I had some envelopes. And I started off a nice, neat, tidy desk with everything arranged so that I could find things, and lo and behold, there we go. Lo and behold, everything's done a runner on me. Hey, am I? No, that's not going to be long enough to go along the bottom. So I could put it on down the side there, or I could even actually stamp. So we could use just that little one there, I think. And I'm going to do that in some Lost Lagoon. think I might put some on the back here as well. There we go. So here's my Notes of Nature card. So you can mess around with those little bits there to your heart's content. So there's the card. So I use some sponge daubers to apply some different coloured ink to the stamp and then stamp that onto the basic white. Lost Lagoon here, and then some Lost Lagoon and some Wild Wheat cardstock that's been die cut using the Notes of Nature's dies, just that little, just that one 3 times, so it's 2 Lost Lagoon and 1 Wild Wheat, and then just added it all, put it all together, glued. That's got dimensionals on, that's got glue dot under, and then some of these little cork, the Adhesive-Backed cork rounds, and then just a piece of the paper on the inside. So that's my card. So I hope you liked that. Apologies for the coughing and the spluttering. I'm hoping against hope that this thing is not going to hang around. Come next week I will be so much better. So fingers crossed. And so thank you for joining me today. So as I said, all of these bits and pieces, so we've got the stippled flowers paper, which is part of Sale-A-Bration. That will be free with a £45 spend. I've used the Notes of Nature bundle, so we've got the stamp set and the dies. You can buy them individually or as a bundle, and so with the bundle you save the 10%. And buying the bundle will actually will be £45, so you could actually get the paper for free, just so you know. So that will all be available come the 4th of January, and in the meantime we've still got the last chance list going for the September to December mini catalogue. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.